Byron Lovelace. Byron Lovelace. Byron Lovelace. Byron Lovelace. Byron Lovelace, where are you? We miss you, Byron. I'm Adam Maness.
And I'm Peter Martin.
And you're listening to the You'll Hear It podcast.
Daily music advice coming at you.
Dude, I don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
Did that survive? I guess if we're here, the intro survived.
If you're watching this, we couldn't come up with a better intro than that. But this is a tribute to our dear friend and listener, Byron Lovelace.
I can't believe you remembered his name. We did that in one take, as we always do.
How could you forget that name? Alex didn't.
You know, quality is sometimes suffers a little bit with the one-takenness.
We asked Alex, hey, do you remember that guy's name? And he was immediately Byron Lovelace.
Byron Lovelace. Yeah. And where's he from? What city? State? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Come on now. Go Bucks. Come on. Go Bucks.
Well, Byron, if you're listening, we have 7 of our favorite slick turnarounds. That was one of them.
Is that one of them?
It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise towards the end.
That's right.
But we're going to just talk about, we actually got an email about one that we'll talk a little bit about here, the Rando major 7s, Rando minor 7s. I don't know if you know about that one.
Yeah.
But someone had pointed out that it was in a Brad Meldau recording, and I was like, we should do a whole episode about
Meldau
slick.
will go Rando at the drop of a hat.
King of the Rando slick turnaround.
That's right, right. And we did get an email. You know how I know that? I was walking by your desk, and I heard your thing go, "You've got mail," and your AOL system was activated, right? No, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, I got to update that. I have a disc sitting on my counter. That
I know.
I've
got
to update it. Yeah,
man,
with
CD-ROM.
like 16,000 free hours. So
Come
I
on
know
now.
what I'm
Come
doing
on
now.
now.
Not using it. How's your water over there, by the way? Is it cold?
It is cold. It is not carbonated like yours. I'm going with straight.
Oh, that's cool.
Pour la tap, we call it.
Oh, are you sure
Don't
that's yours?
tap.
I don't see your name on it.
No. This is, big shout out to the CIC here. That's all good, man. Stay hydrated.
Awesome.
All right, what's number one of our...
number one...
we can jump right in?
Yeah, number one is classic slick turnaround. This is, if you know the tune Ladybird, classic bebop head, you might recognize this turnaround. It's 1, flat 3, flat 6, and flat 2.
Yep.
Now, you could do this as a series of major 7 chords, as I just did. You could do this as a dominant chord, and then a dominant chord. Yeah.
I like that.
All of it is kind of fair game as you get into it, but practice both for sure. Having this dominant system is really nice to have under your fingers, and then just being able to kind of blow through a series of major 7 chords in that structured way.
I almost thought you played, but I was hearing it too. What good one variation is the major.
Yeah. A little sus, actually.
And you could even go. Oh, I don't know why the sus. It brings out a little vocalese.
I love this.
Then you could go another sus.
Yeah.
Is that legal? I don't know.
It could be.
What I would hear would be like major, sus, and then maybe major again, and then maybe from our last YouTube or previous. Sharp 11, low create. No, not low create.
Lydian dominant.
Lydian dominant.
This is level 1 slick turnaround. This is like you're a high school player. You hit the jam sessions.
Right. Why are you hating on our turnaround, man?
No, I'm not hating on it.
Okay.
It's classic.
Okay.
Classic.
Okay.
But it's why it's number 1. This is kind of the first time that you maybe get away from just.
I don't know. That's a pretty hip high school. If you're doing that already, not that. Our.
Oh, dude, have you not heard these high school cats now? They learn all
the
this
good
stuff.
ones, not the bad ones.
Hit
the
us
bad
up
ones
here.
are like.
If you're a high school musician listening to this podcast, hit us up.
That's what I hear a lot of high school musicians. But no, you're right. Of course, the good ones are playing all this and more.
It's true. There's a lot of them now, man.
So what are we calling that? Let's give it a slick name.
We'll call it the Ladybird.
The Ladybird.
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting it down. The Ladybird. Now, this is not the kind of bird that we can't do on YouTube with our middle finger. That's a different.
And you could do it. Man, it's our podcast. You do whatever you want.
Okay, cool.
The next one, you know what? The next one we should call? We should call the Yardbird Suite.
The Yardbird Suite.
Right. So this one is 4 minor, to flat 7 dominant.
Yep. This has a little relation to something you're going to be doing later too, but we'll talk about that later.
Talk about that later. But what's great about this is your classic borrowing from the 4 minor, borrowing from really key of E flat, if I can see here. But this 4 minor is a powerful way to get outside of that harmony of C major, and then that B flat 7. We call that a false cadence. Hashtag false cadence.
Hashtag false cadence. Okay.
Because it sounds like you're going to go to E flat, right?
And which you very much well could, but that would not be where we're going here with the turnaround, because we didn't really mention turnaround in general has the implication, if not 98% of the time, has been proven to end, no matter where false it goes or wherever you think it's going to go, it ends back at the tonic. That's why you're turning around. It starts and ends.
Turning it around. That's exactly correct. Yes. Okay. Number 3 is a favorite of yours.
So wait, we're going to call that one
We'll call that one the Yardbird suite.
The Yardbird. Let's just call it the Yardbird.
The Yardbird.
You think about Yardbird is a chicken. That's old Kansas City term for chicken. Southern term, actually.
Love it.
Yeah.
So the third one, this is the flat 5 descending. Now this is one that you play a lot. This is. I'm not playing it like you.
Why you got to make me sound like I'm at the wiki room at the Ramada Inn North by the airport?
Yeah, so if Peter Martin plays it, it sounds a lot
Welcome
like this.
Welcome to Lambert Airport. Try the Mai Tai. You'll feel like you're in Hawaii.
You want to break this one down in the PM way?
Well, no, it is that. It's kind of a basic one.
Yep.
But you can make it a little slicker. Come on.
Right, so you start on the flat 5. So if we're in the key of C here, that's G flat or F sharp.
Well, let's change it from C. Maybe that's why it sounds so plain.
Let's do it in like
D flat?
Yeah, D flat.
So,
cool.
So we're going still flat 5.
Flat 5, so you got your G, usually half diminished.
Usually
right?
half diminished.
And then you got your G flat, usually minor, could be dominant.
Yeah.
Either works.
Yeah.
And then you got your 3, which could be minor,
9.
or it could be like a 1 over 3 if you really want to go slick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you got this sound.
Yeah. Ooh, come on now.
And then
you're more like, that's like you moved from the Ramada Inn North by the airport to like the W Hotel, on the other side, like downtown, in the hotel.
Downtown. So all right, so we had flat 5, 4,
minor 3 now.
Minor 3, yes. So
this might be a good
minor 3, which is usually diminished, but also could be dominant altered if you wanted.
That's why I was thinking even dominant Lydian.
Lydian dominant, yeah.
And then 2, typically minor, minor 11, minor
could
9.
Be dominant if you
could be also.
This is why the Lydian dominance, man.
I mean, we didn't talk about this in Lydian dominant.
They're agile. We did talk about the 2, yeah.
We could go the whole way.
We could. But the reason why this works so well, I think, is because you can keep that tonic on top, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right. So then as you just finished, the flat 2 major 7.
Yeah. Which could be Lydian dominant. I'm on a little bit of a Lydian dominant kick. And now this whole cycle too, we should just say it could also be. Okay, I know I spiced it up a little bit, but basically, I started the wrong place too. I started. So instead of basically you're just going 2 5 2 5 2 5 instead of just going down descending, right? So it'd be like.
Good. I like it. That's the I don't know what do you want to call that one. I just have flat.
The stando.
5. The stando.
The stando.
I think this is the name.
No, we should call it the Ramada Inn North.
The Ramada Inn North. Okay, Airport. That one will be called
the Ramada Inn North Airport.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like we planned. Yeah, just so you remember. You don't have to make it sound like they'd be the hippest Ramada ever. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so number 4, I have just here PM Pretty. What does that mean?
I don't remember that one.
It's just a bunch of pretty stuff that you were playing.
Oh, that was the Oh yeah. No, we got to come back to that because I got to remember that one.
Okay, how about some Rando major 7s or Rando major?
That was yours, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minor 7. So this was more in the line of the what our listener was writing in about the Brown Meltdown changes that if we're in. Let's change it up to B flat.
Okay.
If we want to do a turnaround here on B flat, depending on where you want to put the melody, let's put it on the tonic. Let's see. You could do some Rando major 7 or minor 7 chords, but they have to kind of be the same, right? So let's do.
I love how you started on just a straight triad. That's part of the strategy, right? Yeah, I hear you.
You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
where you're going.
Or they could even be just Rando chords with like a common note on top of it. Like all of these things can work, but the idea is that there's no idea. Like the idea is that that's why we call it the Rando major 7s or the Rando minor 7s.
Yeah, and I think if you think about the melody, because there's variations on this, the concept is that the harmonic development, and it does develop. It's not as rando as we're as the title might imply,
for sure.
But it's really driven by a little bit of enclosed possibilities for where you can go harmonically. You still want it to have some logic to it. It can be very diverse in terms of where it's going, but the thing that pulls it together is that note staying the same.
Yep.
And so you can extend this also by some free improvisation. I'm thinking I've heard Keith Jarrett do this with solo piano, where he takes a very simple melody, even single line like this, and kind of goes rando with the harmony, but in a very beautiful way.
Yeah.
And then moves to another melody, but it's always sort of driven and encapsulated by where that melody note is.
That's right. And this is one you're going to want to work out ahead of time if you're playing with a group. Like this isn't one you can just kind of nod in like the others. Like the ones we've done so far, most professional jazz musicians will be able to catch.
Yeah.
But this is because it's rando.
Right.
You want to work it out if you're playing with a group. The Brad Meldo context was a solo piano context. The Keith Jarrett context is certainly a solo piano context. And in those contexts, you can really just like put in some random chords. Kind of sounds cool, and you can really start crafting the bass movement. I find can be like you can do either in whole steps or half steps, or create a melody with the bass note, and then the chords kind of follow that pattern.
Yeah, and actually, I was around the corner the other day at Urban Chestnut Brewery, one of our fine St. Louis breweries, and they had a finely crafted bass line they're offering on tap this week. Okay, they're all laughing, so. But you hear them and then you see them laughing. Okay, this one too, you can think about like how do you get ideas on this? Because people will be like, okay, that's easy, but when I play it, it doesn't sound. It's really as easy as it's as simple as going through and you've got the melody note locked in. So the top note, in terms of your possibilities. So we're starting with your B flat. You can choose randomly, thus the rando. A bass note. That's the first way I'd recommend to do it. And then think about all the different possibilities just so that you're hearing it. This is not the way you're going to eventually do it. So if I go to D in the bass, so the melody's still B flat, right? Mm-hmm. So we started here, B flat major, and then we go here. What are some chords I could play over this? We're not going to go through every one, but...
So B flat on top and D in the bass.
Yeah.
You can do, of course, B flat over D.
B flat over D, right?
You can do some kind of D7, flat 13. Yeah, for sure. You could do a D diminished chord, like a D diminished 7 chord. Yeah, is a possibility.
Yeah.
You could do a D major 7 sharp 5 is a possibility. Yeah, that's a good one. Like that one.
Major 7 flat 5. Yeah.
You could do E flat over D. E flat triad.
Right. Or that one's not as good. Or like C minor 9.
Yeah, that's a good one.
D. Yeah, so this is just, you want to go through and play as many as you can and then hear them so that you start to get some of your possibilities.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot of possibilities.
But
you have to hear, have some options. Then you can start playing around with putting them together.
Yeah, check out, if you're an Open Studio member, check out Jeffrey Keyser has a chord warm-up on Keys to Jazz Piano where you just go through systems of bass notes and melody notes and then fill in the chords, just much like what we just did. And it's a great way to open up your brain for that kind of thing.
Keys to Jazz Piano is so great. We're going to link below to
the Keys to Jazz Piano, please, Alex.
That will be the keys, the Keez.
All right, next we have the Coltrane 3 tonic system. Now, this is where we're going through. This is what you started off with our...
That's my PM Pretty. You just got them listed 2 players. I think that's what it was. Right?
That was your PM Pretty? That so much.
I mean, and it's funny because when I played it before, I was like Giant Steps. You're like, no, that's 3 tonic system. I was like,
well, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't give it up that it was the same thing. You acted like it was. I mean, it's not
what's
exactly.
Giant Steps? I'm kidding.
Okay. So C major.
Yep.
And then we're going to the 3. But like I really think of this. The reason I was connected with giant steps is very much melodic movement of the root. So
yeah. Okay. So you start off. So break that down again because it starts off
C
like
major.
the Ladybird.
That's right. C major to E flat 7.
Then to A flat, right?
To A flat major.
But here's where it changes.
Then we just keep going the same melodic pattern of the root.
That's right.
So it's up a minor third, up a major fourth, up a minor third, up a major fourth.
That's right.
Okay. So C major, E flat 7, A flat major, and then we go up a minor third to B7.
Yeah.
And then up a major fourth
E.
or down a fifth. You know, that's just a 5-1 movement. Is all
Right.
E major, and then up a minor third, and then you're back home.
Yeah, it's good.
Thus the turnaround.
Well, and I'm about to hashtag blow your mind. Because you can, just like giant steps, you can move the bass line. Could do that, or could go down in whole steps.
Oh yeah, I like it. Me likey.
Right. So you have C major 7, E flat 7 over B flat, A flat major 7, B over F sharp, E major 7.
What's not to like?
G7 over.
What's not to like?
D.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Come on now. Nice.
All right.
Okay, now we have the B flat 7 sus to 17 sus.
No. We have the flat 7 sus to the 1/7 sus. I don't know if you
okay.
heard about a little one called
Oh, this is the Adam Maness spec. This is the High Ridge Express. We're calling this one. High Ridge Express. High Ridge Express. Now. What do I think? Kind of almost like Michael McDonald-esque. A little yacht rock. Oh yeah, come on! I want to get on my yacht in High Ridge. Come on,
forgetting.
I keep forgetting all my cadences now.
I love this cadence. I don't know if you know this.
Well, you've written this into several arrangements I've had the pleasure to play.
Yeah, this is my favorite cadence of all time because I just feel like it feels like High Ridge.
But can it also go?
No,
but well, no,
yeah,
but
of course
the very last time.
Of course it could. It could do it. Yeah.
Man, you look so offended. And then you can also the one I like this, especially if it's group.
Oh, come on.
And let's go below.
Go down to
Above.
A flat if you want.
Wait, what? I love the delay. It's great. I'm chilling on my yacht. Kenny Loggins, Michael McDonald. What? This is the first yacht rockers I can think of. Well, there you go. We have made a connection between John Coltrane and yacht rock that you never thought.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And Brad Meldau as well. No, we hope you enjoy these. These are fun. These are fun for, a lot of times for pianists because we kind of lead through these if we're not playing, like by ourselves, but definitely if we're by ourselves.
Oh, man.
But they're important to know for horn players and for singers because if you can kind of latch onto these and even start to direct it sometimes.
Should we tell all the other non-pianists about the secret facial expressions that each one of these... No, let's say...
We'll do that on a later episode.
Let's not reveal that secret.
We'll do that on one of our famous You'll Hear It Lives.
Yeah, we should bring that up at the next Jazz Piano Conference.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we do have one bonus, but we're going to talk just a little bit about our sponsors, Open Studio Jazz. Open Studio Jazz is a place where you come as you are, but you get to meet the masters. So Jeffrey Keyser, Adam Maness, Diane Reeves, Christian McBride, Sean Jones, Warren Wolf, these great players, not only great players, great teachers, people that are passionate about music are ready there to meet you wherever you are to bring you along on your jazz journey. And we're more than just jazz lessons from jazz legends. Yes, of course we are. But we are more importantly, a meeting place and a community to get better, to talk about the kind of stuff we're talking about here. So join us over there whenever you are ready. Okay? And we got a bonus.
How'd you like your background music?
I liked it very much. It was so soothing. I felt like I was back at the Ramada in North.
You ready for the bonus?
Yeah. So the bonus is... folks in the street.
Did you like that setup for you? Come on.
That's the street where all the good folks and bad folks meet. Down in New Orleans. Okay, I'm not gonna do all that. But this is we're calling this one the NOLA bluesy, right?
Yeah.
So
break it down.
Okay, break it down. So let's. Well, we can do it wherever. But I was thinking like E flat. There's so many variations on this, but this is the basic one I like to show. So we're going. This is all about moving diatonic and chromatic movement of some hip shapes, but they can't be too hip. You don't want to be like.
It's not about that. We're not doing that right now.
No,
that's not what we're doing.
So the one I recommend to start with is this. So we got 3, and we got that B flat minor tri, but it's just the dominant 7th. So you got the shell, the 9th, and the 5th. Because we're at E flat, and we're thinking about it as dominant as we transition back, and then we're going to go down chromatically, and then don't be afraid to hit the 1 and then go to the 5. Little New Orleans trick. Yeah.
So,
because then you're gonna go to that 5 with.
What?
Yeah, it works over that.
So hold on, let me break this down. So you got the B flat triad on top. Are you playing that with just your right hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can go either way.
So that's really interesting. So I always thought about this as.
Yeah, that's good too.
That E flat, and then you keep that E flat there.
That's a good variation on it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Man, that's great.
That's a more kind of gospel-y one.
I'm going to check yours out. All right.
And then even like...
Man.
Woo! Sorry, so slop. Like a real New Orleans, like sometimes, you on all that stuff, but a real is like 2.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go straight 2.
It just
this
feels
is like
right.
the anti-Rando.
Yeah.
Woo!
Come on.
But that very important. Dominant 7, sharp 5. I think we laid it out.
Yeah, till tomorrow.
You'll hear it.